Allah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Rakateh Yahweh, Rakateh Yahweh Shai, Rakateh Yahweh, Rakateh Yahweh Shai, Rakateh Yahweh, Rakateh Yahweh Shai, Tawada, Abab, Kal Kadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstone that teaches the truth. Which I believe that the scriptures 100% true. Your brother Malakaba is doing an in transit. Going to piggyback off the brother's video from GMS Kingdom Minded out of Mississippi. And he just did a video titled Forever Slaves. And it's in relation to this Christianity doctrine, man. And as the brother was going into, he explains how this Christianity doctrine that they push out, it keeps you a forever slave, man. It keeps you always thinking in the mind of a slave, you know. Where you're comfortable being up under your oppressor, and you know that's all. That's the farthest you can see. And that's a lot of our people that's in this Christianity, man. They call this so-called Christians. But in reality, man, it's really the farthest thing from the truth, man. These Christians, man, are so far from the truth, and they really, a lot of it is just ignorance, just straight ignorance. You know, they have a zeal for the Lord, but not according to the knowledge of God, man, Yahweh. They don't want to hear that there's a so-called black Messiah, man, and that his name is not Jesus Christ, but his name being Yahweh Shai, and the Father being Yahweh. They don't want to hear that they are the people that the Bible is talking about, man, all throughout the Bible. So Jake is comfortable just being a perpetual slave in this society, man. He can't see past that. He's stuck in that box, and he's not willing to go outside of that box. Now, for many of us that were one time Christians before, in our times past, before we were baptized in this truth, some of us were Christians, some of us were Muslims, and followed after these other faiths. But thanks to our higher power, man, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, he woke us up with this truth, man. And now we can see outside the box and see what we were before, man. Just totally ignorant and blind to what the Bible was talking about. How we supposed to, who we are and how we supposed to be. And for a lot of us, myself, personally speaking, man, what got me out of this, what woke me up, man, sometimes you have to go through some things, man. And don't get me wrong, still going through something. But the Lord put me in a very uncomfortable position. And when you get in that uncomfortable position, man, for me, myself, I just cried out further for the Lord, man, because I knew there's a higher power, man, and I just had to reach out to it, man. I had to really humble myself in the spirit. And then Lord opened up this truth to me. And I'm quite sure it's probably the same for a lot of the brothers out there who found this truth, man. Now here I am in a little small ass country town in the backwoods, man, and I was able to the Lord sent this truth to me, man, and it was ordained from the beginning. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't me that found this truth found me, because it was already in me. Now Lord will, I'm able to endure to ride this out to the end. But Christianity, man, it keeps you more grounded. It keeps you more into this world, man. And these Christians, man, they so far away from the truth, man, from this slave Christian teaching that's going out, man, that they teaching the people that it's okay to be a slave to your oppressor. Christian churches, man, they are the strongholds. They bound you to this world, man. That's why they're going to be destroyed when the Lord comes back and destroy this system. same 2/3, those are 2/3 of our people that's going to be destroyed. Because they can't break that chain of slavery, man, of bondage. They can't break it. They refuse to break it. Like the brother saying, man, you know, and he was going into the video because I think he was watching GMS South Carolina 08, Brother Manatazar out in South Carolina video, and he was going into off the video he was watching about how this black pastor, man, was teaching the people about forgiveness. You know, how can God forgive you if you can't first forgive? You know, basically he was talking, you can't forgive Esau either. And that's what it boils down to to most of these Christians, man. They want so bad to see Esau saved over themselves, man. And that's a slave mentality, man. That's that house nigga type slave, man. That one that's in the house and the house burning down, he'll go in there and risk his life to save his master, man. But you know, that's Jake, man. Jake been conditioned to be a slave for so long, man. And it tells you in scripture is Israel like a homeborn slave, man. And that's why 2/3 going to have to be destroyed, because that's like a malignant wound that's in Jake, man. That's the only way it's going to be healed is through that fire, man, through destruction. And then when they brought back on the other side, you know, all that shit's going to be ingrained in them, man. Schlocky, not shit, but all the him going off is going to be ingrained in him. It's not going to be able to go off anymore. He's going to be incorruptible. But Jake has that slave mentality, man. These preachers, and many of them, you know, they tied in. Many of them have definitely taken the bag, man. And they try to keep Jake in that slave mentality, man. That's why they did it on the slave plantations back in the days, to keep Jake from revolting, from going off, for seeking his freedom. And the Bible tells you, man, separate yourself from Egypt. And the first way you separate yourself from Egypt is by spiritually separating yourself from Egypt, man. These pastors, they teach us slave, white superiority, Bible teaching, man. Everything they teach is contrary to the Bible. They so far from the truth, man, that actually they worse than these people out here who don't believe in anything. Yeah, we in a time, man. The truth is out. It's been revealed. You know, the book's been open. So it's no excuse for Jake not to have an understanding of what's going on, man. The word is going out, and all they have to do is research and find out for themselves, man. That's how it was for me when I first heard this truth. And one thing about GMS, man, the elders of GMS, they always say, you know, don't just take my word for it, look it up. And they constantly preach that, man. They constantly preach that.
Ported ahead.
They don't teach you to be a mindless robot in this truth, man. They teach you to find your own salvation. And they're gonna give you guidance in it. But they teach you how to look and research and search things out for yourself. And the scripture tells you that. Because we're responsible for our own salvation, man. Here it is, end of 2023, and Jake's still out here celebrating these holidays. Still celebrating Thanksgiving, you know, celebrating Christmas and Easter and all these abominations to the Lord, man. That shit, you know, it's a stench to the Lord, to his nose, man. When when we celebrate that shit, man. It's no excuse now. You can go look it up, and it tells you about Christmas. There's no excuse for it, man. That's willful ignorance, man. Believing in Easter, and you're telling your kids a lie about a bunny rabbit laying eggs and all that type shit, man. And Thanksgiving, them celebrating the murder and butcher of Gad and Reuben, man. So you Jakes deserve death, man. That's the only thing you deserve, man. You deserving death, man. You asking for it. There's no excuse in this day and time with all this information out here for Jake to still be going on the way they are, man. Even before I came in this truth, man, and even as a child, man, growing up a Christian, it just knew things just in line up with the Bible, man. How is Yahushua painted this white Jesus, blue eyes, and the Bible clearly tells you differently, How are we supposed to be forgiving our enemies when they continue to beat your ass all the time, shooting you down and all that? That doesn't make sense, man. He'll tell you to forgive the white man, but still you can't forgive your brother. And then your brother's talking about your fellow Israelite brothers, man. It ain't just any nigga, any Shalaki, it ain't just any brother, man. It's your brothers in the truth. That's what it's talking about. These people today are those same people that crucified Yahushua over 2,000 years ago, man. These some same wicked Jakes from that time. Same wicked Jakes that was in the wilderness griping against Moses, man, against Yahushua, against Yahweh during that time. He's some same Jakes, man. Yeah, that was pretty much it, though. I thought it was a pretty good video that the brother did. I just wanted to kind of just add a little bit onto it because there's no excuse in this day and time for our people to be so ignorant, and still falling after these pulpit pastors, man. That's misleading the flock, man. So with that being said, shalom.